and welcome back to Dragonfall. The last time, remember, we originally was going through the Cruise Bazaar. And of course, we had a hit on us. So, if you really want to know, I had a time trying to get this part because I had 2 crashes in regards to making progress on this game. So, I'm going to do a smart thing, which is actually get the jobs ready for the next part. But we're just going to get an interlude going with this part. Sound good? Sound great. The rest of the trip home is uneventful, but one thing's clear. Someone's hunting you. The ambush was no chance gang warfare, but an organized attempt on your life. If Green Winters is right, then whoever killed him's now after you. The PDA that you retrieve from your attackers may hold some answers. So we got a few things we can actually do. Well, you can go to the Triage Cyber Clinic just for enhancements, and I will do that. So we're going to basically do this.
Hey, buddy, sorry to bother you, but could I trouble you? I could use some help over here. You want to make a little extra scratch? Shouldn't take long.
Sure, what's the problem?
Well, me and my buddy Victor got called in from the next kids over. There's something wrong with the sewers around here. Your local plumbers and mechanics are all useless. Vic and I talked to them, tried to get them to give us the maintenance schedule for your sewer pumps. They just scratched their heads at us and said that the machinery down there just took care of itself. My best guess is that your pumps have been shut down. Happens from time to time without proper maintenance. When pumps shut down, the waste start piling up. It's caused some pretty major overflow problems downstream.
Go on, I'm listening.
Well, Victor went down into the sewers while I was getting stuff out of the truck. When I came back, I was about to climb down there, but I heard these awful screams. They went on, and then they just stopped. I froze up, nearly shit myself, to be honest. I don't know what to do, but I can't go down there. Not a problems. Probably something basic. Clog that needs to be cleared. Something like that. Restarting the pump should take care of it, but no goddamn way am I going in there. If you do it for me, I'll give you million we were paid for it. I don't need it. You can have it all. I can live without the money, but someone's got to fix those pumps. Fine. It's worth 500 million, by the way. Fine, I'll do it. You're a lifesaver, chum. If you find Victor, well, if he's alive down there, tell him I'm sorry.
So, that's option 1. Another thing of note, we gotta head back to the safe house because of a few things. Well, aside from talking to Paul anyway, we have to go to our mission computer. The cool blue tones of the workstation's main menu fill the screen. A blinking message in the upper right corner notifies you that you have 2 unread messages. Okay, so we got the salvage DVD. The screen flickers to life. My lead's face appears. From the shining background and ambient noise, it's clear that this message was recorded on a portable device.
Oi, Lance! Just wanted to tell you that I've met with limited success in working on that stack of DVDs. The only problem, but at least I'm making some headway. If you look on the table beside your DVD player, you'll find another recovered disc. I wasn't able to salvage all the files on it, but I think you might find what I did recover to be of interest. For my part, I'm going to continue working on the other DVDs. To tell you the truth, one hold out much hope, though. They are all bad damage and suffering from disc rot besides. I'll be in touch. Best to you and your team. Message ends and the image fades. You find yourself back at your inbox.
Recovery. Sergey to Lance Drago.
Hi, Lance. This is Suki from the hotel. I hope it's okay that I'm writing you. Samuel gave me your email address. Anyway, I just wanted to thank you for everything that you did for me. Kicking my crime habit was the hardest thing that I've ever done. And I don't think I would have tried if you hadn't talked me into it. To celebrate my newfound sobriety, I decided to sign on as a volunteer at a charity. Who knows? Maybe giving back to the community will help turn things around in my life. Anyway, thanks again, Lance. I owe you one. Yours, Suki.
And another thing we can do. Jobs directory. Get our payment for the farmer cleanup job. 2,500. Air Fox 2 Lance Drago. No sense in missing words. Your job performance was satisfactory at best. Your fee will be transferred immediately. Enjoy it while it lasts, because you'll never work for us again. Fox. No fucks taken. A moment later, a second message pops into your inbox. Payment details. And this goes directly to the Alice Funds, because whatever you make, it goes to the Alice Funds. At least until you've amassed 50,000. Claim payment for the Humanistia. 3,750. Here's your payment as promised, Beckenbauer. And that also goes into the funds. And so far we have amassed half. A little over half, but it's half nonetheless. Another thing we had to do is we had to go to the Shadowrun BBS and put the pay data for sale. So this, the Humanist Safe House list. As well as the Pharma AG chemical research data. So we got plenty of threads we can check. These bloods. I think that's the name. I'm still recovering the logs. This hot dogger just trashed my Mantrid hosting server. You sound like some kid pissed over his cartoon getting canceled? What else is new these days? Left a bunch of garbage files all over my disk, and I'll be clearing them up all day. They should make you pass a dumbass test before you're allowed to deck in this town. And step up your security. Write some white IC programs if you can. At least make the kid's hair stand on end for a few hours next time he tries it. Make sure that your IC's quick. Heavy hitting IC's no good if it can't catch up with an intruder. A fact that I take advantage of on a regular basis. Always running a CW. The smiling bandit strikes again. Ha ha ha. If you two are finished, I did have IC on the thing, tracked the whole down, grocery store across the street, was piggybacking on my line, and they left an unsecured jack point in a bathroom stall. Old as hell maintenance jack in a fuse box. My security ignored it. Mystery solved. Shadowrun is your personal tech support board. Yeah, like Quora. Let's see you fix your own problem. Only way you're going to learn. So basically, this is Reddit. Ah, that's fun. That's fun. So another thing we do, open these jobs. Because we're going to get all these jobs on one part, and then after that, we're going to sift through them in a couple of parts. So pending the Mark 6 prototype extraction. Amsel Sphinx winks on to the screen. And here you will find the complete transcript of my conversation with Ash Schmidt, a potential client. As you will see, the details of the job are a bit more vague than I would like, but the pay is quite substantial. After reading the transcript, you may choose whether or not to accept the job. If you respond in the affirmative, our client will be notified. I will make all the necessary preparations for the run. One other thing, Schmidt provided me with a device to assist you on the run. He calls it a little black box. Apparently, it can be used to compromise the power and security systems of the run site. If you opt to take the job, be sure to take a visual. His image flickers away, then winks. His image flickers, then winks away. A moment later, glowing blue text field begins to scroll up from the bottom of the screen. Greeting, Amzu. I trust that this connection is secure. Naturally, to whom do I have the pleasure of speaking? Call me Ash Schmidt. Very well, Ash Schmidt. You have some business for me. Indeed, I have a job for your team. A simple matter, judging by what I've heard of your team. I imagine that they will be well suited to the task. Go on. The interests that I represent have learned that AG Kemi Europa is working on a company-wide project. Something very secret, very new. Reliable sources inform me that they're keeping a working prototype of this new venture at their Berlin facility. I see. And your employers wish us to acquire this prototype for them, naturally. What is this project? If you want my team to grab the prototype for you, they'll need to know what they're looking for. I'm not at liberty to say. I can tell you that the prototype has been branded Mark 6. I can also tell you that your team will find it on the 25th floor of the Berlin facility in the office of one Albrecht Haushofer. Further, I can assist your team in disabling building security and gaining access to the 24th floor. From there, however, they'll be on their own. Such vagueness can be dangerous, Smith. I will not commit my team to a run without better understanding of what the job entails. Facing such dangers is the purpose of a Shadowrunner at Amsel. Your team will be rewarded handsomely for their services. My employers have set aside 20,000 million for the job. Consider it hazard pay if you wish. Make it 25,000 million. We'll look somewhere else. 22.5 million. Right offer. Very well, I will pass your offer on to my team. Are there any further details that you can provide? Post office will be locked behind a vault door. The lock's old-fashioned, not a mechanical variety. I will provide your team with a copy of the key. I
I will also supply you with a little black box, a solid state device that your team can use to override a variety of building systems. Your team will enter through the facility's underground garage. When your team has acquired the Mark 6, have them exit through the same garage. I will have a man there waiting to extract them. Thank you, S. Schmidt. I will pass your offer on to my team. Good day at Amsel. Yeah, we'll accept the job. Run accepted. Client notification sent. You take the little black box from the desk and pocket it before returning your attention to the screen. Back to root. Wait. Like I said, we're getting all these missions going in this part, then after that, in the next part, then we'll get started on some of these missions. But I want to make sure I get the part. So that's one job, that's two jobs. And this is the third job. As you press your way forward through the cozy, smoke-filled confines of Café Savé, you catch the sight of our mother. She appears as Amsel described her, an impressive-looking woman of Islander descent, with coffee-colored skin and dark, wavy hair. Everything about her screams corporate executive. From her expensive-looking suit to her tastefully understated makeup, she's obviously nervous, but she's hiding it well. She locks eyes with you and hesitates only slightly before speaking. And Dragon, I presume. Amsel told me that I could meet you here. He wasn't lying. He said you had a job for me. She holds her silence for a moment, then nods. Yes, I do. In truth, I'm in desperate need of your help. Tell me what you need, Frau Mother. She offers you a small smile. An assumed name, obviously, but I have been told that this is how you people do business. She straightens in her seat and tries on a smile. Hangs there for a second, then fades away. She sighs. From my accent, you no doubt infer that I am an Atlander. Further, you may have guessed who I work for. Afraid I haven't. Care to fill me in? As Technology, the only Aslan-based corporation operating in Germany. I've been with the company for over a decade. Over the course of my employment, I've worked on a great many projects, from the innocuous to the obscene. My hands have touched it all. I bet they did. Never once did I question the wisdom of our research. Never once did I consider blowing the whistle on my employers. I kept my nose down. Yes, hi. Worked hard and excelled at the task set before me.
That's a group chat. I kept my nose down, worked hard, and excelled at the task set before me. Yeah, let me just do it. You. Yeah, that's fine. Put it on vibrate. Never once. Yeah. Yeah, I get it. Go on, please.
Last month, I was transferred here from my home in Tenochtitlan. They told me that an employee of my caliber was needed in Berlin.
Trust me, this is like a retake for me, so now I know how to read the name.
And that I would be working on a project with wide-reaching applications. The only other detail that I was given was the name of the project, Bloodline.
That doesn't sound good. She looks you in the eye for the first time. You can see the cracks in her composure. She's doing a good job of hiding it, but deep down, this woman's terrified.
I've seen many terrible things in my life, Nance. In Tenochtitlan, blood magic's commonplace. Take a moment to imagine what that means. In the underground markets, people are bought and sold as chattel. Street children are rounded up and bled like lambs. I witnessed all of these things by the age of 12.
She takes a deep breath, then lets it out slowly.
Some such things changes you. Makes you numb, but what I found when I arrived here was worse. This project, it horrifies me, and it must be stopped.
Tell me everything you know about Bloodline. She shakes her head.
The less you know, the better, for both of us. You'll just have to trust me on that. You only need to know what it is. You only need to know that it is evil, and that is not a word that I use lightly.
You have to understand. I can't accept a job without knowing what it entails.
Of course not. Your job will be relatively simple. I want you to bring the building down. The computers, research data, mages, and scientists that are working to bring about this abomination. I want all of them burnt to ash and buried in rubble. No compromises, no exceptions. I'm sure that you have unanswered questions.
Her tone softens.
I'm not in the habit of dealing with Shadowrunners. In truth, I spent the majority of my career living in fear of you people. But I do know that you're the only ones who can get this done. So tell me, Lance, is there anything more that you need to hear from me? Or are you ready to make a decision?
Paul's my representative in these matters. Why couldn't you tell all of this to him?
I had to meet you in person, to look you in the eye and see the man behind the name. Now that I've done so, I'm sure you are the one that I need.
Many women have told me that, and I'm not sure if I should answer that.
Naturally, I will send any further information about the job to Amsel, provided, of course, that you accept.
Alright, what can you tell me about security?
Expected to be tight. In addition to their standard security team, US Technology has taken out a night and high threat response team contract to protect the building. Corporate doesn't seem to mind contracting a competitor for emergency response services. That should give you some indication as to the uniqueness of this project. At any rate, I believe that I've come up with a solution to the night errand problem. I'll discuss the matter with your Amso if you decide to take the job.
Okay. I reached a decision.
Yes, and I'll take the job.
Her face visibly brightened.
In that case, it's a deal. I can't tell you how relieved I am, Lance. Thank you for helping me to bring this nightmare to an end.
I'll iron out the remaining details with your Amso. He'll want to talk this over with you anyway, I'm sure.
You're a good man, Lance. You're saving more lives than you know.
Like I said, I want to make sure I get all this done before anything else happens. So therefore, story, and then next after that, missions. Just nothing but missions. Alright, Paul, what can you tell me, man? Welcome back, Lance. How did the meeting with Frau Muller go? I accept the job. Any ideas how to tackle this? Yes, a few. Frau Muller has provided us with detailed information on the facility. I've had the information and it seems to hold up. Based on this intel, I have formulated what I believe to be an effective strategy to bring the meeting down. According to Muller's intel, the facility is extraordinarily well guarded. Whatever this bloodline project is, the Azes have spared no expense to defend it. The facility is patrolled by Az Technologies' internal security personnel. On their own, they will pose a challenge, but I don't doubt that you could brute force your way through them. Unfortunately, they will not be on their own, as technology has purchased one of Night Errand's more expensive security contracts as additional line of defense. Yeah, so kicking the doors out there. Like kicking the front doors out. I should say so. I pulled some strings with an old contact of mine, and he's provided me with the address of a small software developer, OTK International. They write the firmware updates for Night Errand's com systems. And the defenses should be considerably weaker than Az Technologies. My contact has informed me that OTK stores an off-site hard copy of every firmware update it develops for data security purposes. My suggestion is this: you hit the offices of OTK International and reduce their computers to slack. In the interim, I will have the hard copy of their next update replaced with a compromised version. Much shit. When OTK's next update goes live, a compromised version will be pushed out to Night Errand. When you hit the Az Technology facility, I'll be able to track Night Errand via comlink. This should make the run much more manageable. If it's just in a pocket for something, a moment later he produces a corporate ID with your face on it. This will get you to the front door of the office park that contains OTK International. My contact was only able to provide me with one card, so you'll need to let the rest of your team into the side door. Alright, sounds like a plan. Very good. OTK's offices aren't far from here. You should take the U-Bahn there when you are ready. There we go. So, we're actually going to play this smart and actually stop right here. Because in the next part, we're going to deal with some sewers, then after that, well, one of 3 jobs that we're going to be dealing with. So, hey, it's a good thing. So stay tuned, more of Dragonfall right after this. Thanks so much for watching.